Hello, this is Anna at ccghouse.com, CCG House Games in Vancouver, Washington, going to do a box opening of the Zendikar Rising pre-release pack, just so that you know what to expect from these packs. Just going to open this. If you've never played pre-release before, it's a really fun format where you gain 6 booster packs. Open all of those packs, and from those packs you build a deck. Everyone has the same card pool. They all get sealed booster packs. So it kind of really levels the playing field. Inside the pre-release pack, you get, these are your 6 booster packs. I'll put these out here. We'll be opening those in a minute. You get a pre-release promo card. The pre-release promo is dated for the weekend of the pre-release. In this case, it's September 19th and 20th. Got Branchloft Pathway, Boulderloft Pathway. Really cool dual land type setup where you can choose either white or green. These are very popular amongst a lot of players. Gives a lot of flexibility for building your decks. You get a Magic Arena code in case you prefer to play online or if you like to play test online. Little divider to store all of your cards. Neat little insert. It tells you what kind of adventure gear the different characters on Zendikar would be playing with. A little bit of instruction on how to build a pre-release deck. This is really great for new players or, you know, even semi-experienced players sometimes who don't play sealed events. It gives you a good idea of how many creatures, spells, and how many lands you might want to have and what your mana curve should look like. The mana curve is just how many cards of each cost, so that you have a really good way of knowing that you're going to get the things out that you want to play. And here's how we deal with the packs. Carefully open them so we don't bend the corners. Let's see what we got. Synchronized Spellcraft, Cascade Seer, Farsight Adept, Tormenting Voice is a reprint from another set. Super fun. Some of the commons and uncommons, rares might be reprints from other sets. It's still super fun to play. Amara Mystic, Blood Chief's Thirst, Blackbloom Rogue. Also is Blackbloom Bog. This card, these are called modal cards. You get to choose whether you want to play it as the spell or the creature, or whichever, or the land. You would play this as land. It would come into play tapped, gets you black. So if you are at a point in the game you want the creature, you can choose that one. If you need more land, you're early in the game and you just want to be able to get your stuff out, you choose your land. Whirling Vortex. The art on that's pretty sick. I'm digging that. Gorgeous foil full art planes from the set. Zendikar is a set that specializes in the full art lands. There are a couple of other sets that do as well, and other planes. And then an advertisement. Buying more things. The game doesn't stop here. Play more stuff. All right, pack number 2. We'll go through the cards a little bit more quickly. Practice Tactics, Fisher Wizard, Tazim, Drawnus Silencer, Might of Marasa. This one has kicker cost. A kicker gives you an extra ability if you pay extra mana, whatever the kicker cost is. And the cards that have kicker will tell you what the extra what you get, but also what you get if you pay the kicker cost. Landfall. Landfall is one of, I think, the coolest mechanics that they have in the game. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you get to do a thing. So anything that has landfall gives you something just for playing a land, which is pretty outstanding. I would also encourage you to look up the Ox that came from the original Zendikar set, because Bruce Tarl, Gomafada, has some things to say about both different kinds of Oxes. Glacial Grasp, Feed the Swarm, Allied Assault, Taunting Arbor Mage, and here we have another modal card, Vastwood Fortification. It's an instant. You can choose the instant, or if you prefer the land, you get to have Vastwood Thicket. It gives you green. So having that kind of choice is super fun. Felidar Retreat. Little place for your cat beasts to go. Another full art land. Look at that wicked plant token. I'm not usually a big fan of tokens, but that art's pretty cool. All right, let's get through these. Get some pretty cool things to play with if I were playing in a pre-release event. Say I'd kind of a fan of playing black, so I'd try to figure out how to put black in. I'd have a friend talk me out of it if it wasn't a good choice, but it's still one of my favorite colors in the game. So Skyclave Cleric, also Skyclave Basilica. You get to have white, or you get to have the core Cleric. Leyline Tyrant, look at that. Dragons on Zendikar, pretty hot. I didn't mean that pun, but you know, take it as you can. In flying, you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end, so you can just keep pumping mana in there, and it just floats in your mana pool. When it dies, you can pay any amount of red, so whatever you have floating that you haven't used yet, at any time in the game, and when you do, it deals that much damage to any target. That's a pretty powerful card. That forest looks really nice. Here we have a new kind of thing. This card has a magic back and it has a front that you can use to write in what your modal card is. Since the modal card does not have a magic back, you can't play it unsleeved in a deck. So this gives you an opportunity to be able to write whatever card it is that you've got. You could even have space to draw a stick figure picture. This is my form of art, is stick figures. Most people have much more talent than that. You can draw something or write whatever words you would like, and then you can play this unsleeved or sleeved with sleeves that you can see through. All right, can get through this a little bit more quickly. Got some more things happening. Lots of cards. The crab. This pack has a lot of clerics in it. Let's see. Skyclave Shade has a kicker. It can't block, but if it was kicked, it enters the battlefield stronger, and it has landfall. So pretty powerful card. Maybe not everyone's choice, but some people who would want to play with ghosts and shades and horrors might find this kind of appealing. Full Art Mountain and another advertisement. One of the really cool things that they have in this set too is the party mechanic. The party mechanic gives you extra abilities if you have 4 or 1 of each of different subtypes of creature. So it will be your party consisting of a cleric, a rogue, a warrior, and a wizard. And if you have that, then you get the ability of whatever it says that your card can do. There's a lot of different cards with a lot of different abilities. This is pretty cool if you like to play warriors. It gives all of your warriors +1/+1. Amaria's Call. This lets you create 2 angels with flying. Non-angel creatures you control gain indestructible. So that's pretty cool. Gives you Amaria Shattered Skyclave. If it enters the battlefield, you can pay 3 life, but if you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. So if you need that ability right away and you've got 3 life to spend, it's a pretty good option. But if you don't, it just comes into play tapped, you get another white. So you get to decide at what point in the game you might want to do what it is that you need to do. Full Art Swamp. Pretty cool looking insect token. In our last pack, Teeter Peak Ambusher, Zulaport Duelist, Resolute Strike, Territorial Scythe Cat. This is one of the really cool showcase cards that they have in this set. This card just has a different frame. It mimics some adventure posters that they've had in human history. Looks really neat with that kind of frame. You'll find a lot of these cards in the set as well, randomized in packs. Expedition Champion, Vanquish the Weak, Seagate Colossus, Mucklord, Moss Pit Skeleton, Mind Carver, Jori Disruption also gives us a swamp, or I mean an island, if you'd like. Coralhelm Chronicler. Whenever you cast a kicked spell, you draw a card and then discard a card. So this is great for kicker decks. When you kick them, you get to look through your deck. Skewed Swarm. It's a foil version of a showcase card. It's pretty cool. A lot of people are excited about Skewed Swarm being in the game. Float Island, and another checklist card. So what kind of deck would you build? What would your favorite color be? What's strongest of the cards that you saw in here? Tell us in the comments. Come in the store. Give us a chat. I'd like to hear what you would want to play. Zendikar Rising pre-release at home in Washington. Enjoy.